Welcome back, everybody, to Fusion's Ramblings. In this series, we take a few minutes and we ramble on about a topic, whatever it is, whatever comes to mind, and you get to listen, or maybe not. Your choice. But anyways, I hope you enjoy it. Today's topic is something interesting. We're kind of continuing a thought that came up in a previous video, and that is um, time travel. Now we talked about this in the superheroes video, and we had a short discussion of it about it in our getting older video. Um, but I've always wondered, does time travel exist? Is it possible to time travel? And I'm going to say yes, but my answer might not be what you think my answer is. Haha, confusing you, I know. Haha, listen and you shall learn more. Um, no, time travel I think exists just because it is something that exists in the universe. I'll give you an example. If I am here on Earth and I have a duplicate, a clone, my clone goes into space with a rocket ship, and he is able to travel at the speed of light. And so he takes off traveling at the speed of light to some distant star, while I'm here on Earth day to day doing whatever I need to do, right? Time is going to be different for both of us. At some point, because he is traveling, my clone, he is traveling at the speed of light, time for him is going to slow down a little bit. And so he could go, let's say to Alpha Centauri, which is like, 12 light years away. So it's going to take him 12 years to get there at the speed of light. Stay there a year and then come back, a 12-year trip back. So for him, 25 years will have gone by. But here on Earth, a greater time will have gone by. Um, so I don't know the exact math. I forget what it is. I've watched several videos and there's calculations you can do and stuff, but it would come out to be like, 37 or 40 years will have passed here on Earth, whereas, you know, for him, the 25 years. And so, in a sense, that's time travel. He has traveled to the future, in a sense, right? And so that makes it interesting. And then, of course, I know that if you get near black holes or certain types of stars, that there is a time dilation that can also cause uh, differences. Don't know really what those differences are because unless someone really goes to a black hole and gets up close, we're never going to know. um, but from that perspective, when we think about time travel, that yes, it is possible to go to the future. Now, going back in time is a little bit of a different story. It might be possible, but not in the sense that we think of like the movie Back to the Future, right? Where you just pop in the DeLorean and reach 88 miles an hour and poof, 1.5 gigawatts of energy and you're back in time. Um, don't know if that type of time travel is possible, but um, it is possible from the perspective if we can figure out how to beat the speed of light. And I say that because we could take off in our rocket ship, right? Travel in a direction towards a distant galaxy that's billions of light years away. And if we can go faster than light, then we have the possibility of reaching that galaxy before the light of that galaxy reaches Earth from that time. So let's say we look up at the sky. Well, it's daytime now, we can't see stars, but we look up and we see a galaxy like right there, where the crosshair is, right? Right there. Um, And, the light that we're seeing today is 1.5 billion years old, which means that right now that galaxy is 1.5 billion years in the future because it's taken that long for the light to reach us, and we can't see what the light of that galaxy is right at this moment. However, if I can go faster than light and get there um, at whatever speed really quickly, there is the potential that, in a sense, I'm going back in time because I am reaching that galaxy before the light that I'm looking at right now left the galaxy. That's a mind-boggling concept. It's well over my head. I am not an official scientist, and I could be completely wrong. That's just my thoughts based on what I've read, heard, seen, things like that from documentaries, studies, books, all that good stuff. Because I do have an interest in science and all those techie things. Uh, won't say I'm very good at it, but hey, I have an interest. So the question becomes, is it possible? Yeah, I think so. I think it is possible. But is it possible in the sense of like what we see in the movies and stuff? I have no idea. If it is, I think there would be definite implications about going back in time. I think going forward in time, there'd never really be an effect, because in a sense, you just become a new entity in whatever time you go forward to. And it'd be just like someone being born, you're just there, right? But going back in time, I think, is trickier, because time has already happened. Events have already taken place. So if you go back in time, I guess it would really depend on how it all works as far as, does the time that we are in right now account for that someone has gone back in time and done something, and that's just part of history. That's why history is what it is because someone went back in time and did something. Um, or does it create like alternate timelines, realities, universes? I mean, there's all kinds of theories out there. Um, could be fun. So something to think about, something interesting for sure as a topic. Obviously it would be cool to time travel and go back and see the Egyptian Empire in its heyday, or visit, the Round Table, King Arthur's castle, if that actually exists or whatever, or go back and see the world before uh, man changed it. Uh, or witness events, but then there's always that question of, how does that affect the time that you live in, that you're planning on going back to? Does it change it? Does it create a different timeline? Will you ever be able to get back to where you were? Who knows? Yeah, that's tricky. Anyways, I think we're out of time today for our discussion, but thank you for joining me today on Fusion's Ramblings as the cat walks over my keyboard and puts on whatever button that was. I have no idea. Thanks for joining me, and we shall see you in the next video.